There's a saying that I've heard a lot of drummers quote over the years. There are two types of drummers, ones that play the rudiments and know it, and ones who play the rudiments and don't. Rudiments are unavoidable. They're like the ABCs of drumming. We put them together to form everything we want to say on the drum kit. The better we understand the rudiments and get comfortable playing them, the more tools we'll have at our disposal to play all the cool things that we want to learn. So let's dive into them. What's up, you guys? I'm Nikao, Wallace with theDrumBreakdown.com, and today I want to start a series of lessons going over the rudiments that I found super useful in my own playing and that really work around the drum set. Before we get started, hit me up in the comments section and let me know what your favorite rudiments are. And also, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you're enjoying my content. Alright, the first rudiment we're going to jump into is the single stroke roll. Single stroke rolls are probably the most used rudiment on the drum set. Everything you play is based off of them. So it's really important to spend time getting really comfortable with them and getting them under your hands. I'm going to share with you guys 4 different single stroke exercises that I work on to help me gain control and mobility around the drum set. I'll have a link in the description below where you can download the notation if you like. Before you try these exercises though, be sure that you can play single stroke rolls smoothly on one surface before you try to move them around the drum kit. You should be using your wrists when you move the sticks. The volume between your right and left hand should be the same, and the spacing between the notes should also be even. Alright, so here's the first exercise. We're going to play 16th notes and move them around the kit going from left to right. So we'll start on the snare drum, then move to the rack tom, and then the floor tom, and continue that pattern. Snare drum, rack tom, floor tom. Here's the hitch though. I'm really big on leading with the hand of the direction that you're going in. So since the motion from the floor tom to the snare drum is going left, we're going to leave the floor tom a 16th note early so that you'll be leading with your left hand when you get back to the snare drum. This will keep you from having to cross your hands over and allow the 16th notes to flow smoothly. Practice this slowly until you're comfortable with it, and then gradually increase the tempo. Alright, so exercise 2 is the same as the first one, but we're just going to move in the opposite direction. So we're going to start at the snare drum, then move to the floor tom, then rack tom. Snare drum, floor tom, rack tom. This time the hitch will be between the floor tom and the rack tom. We'll need to leave the floor tom again a 16th note early so that we can avoid crossing hands when we're moving to the rack tom. If you find it uncomfortable moving a 16th note early in these exercises, try isolating the motions and using that as a check pattern. So we'll start at the floor tom and lead with our left hand to the snare drum, and then go back to the floor tom and lead with our left hand to the rack tom. The third exercise is to combine exercises 1 and 2 and try to flow smoothly between the two of them without stopping. So it'll be snare, rack tom, floor tom, snare, floor tom, rack tom, and then we'll repeat it over and over again. Alright, finally, the last exercise that we're going to do is the same pattern that we just did. We're going to go snare, rack, floor, snare, floor, rack. The only difference is that we're going to play triplets around the drum set instead of 16th notes. This means that we're going to play 3 notes per drum instead of 4 notes, which makes it really cool because we're changing the lead hand every time we switch a drum. Again, if leading with your left hand from the floor tom feels a little weird to you, you can isolate those motions as a check pattern just like you did with the 16th notes. All right, that's it for this lesson. Keep in mind that these exercises are just a starting point to help you gain control. Once you're comfortable, use your creativity and the concepts from these exercises and use them to create your own patterns. Also, be sure to hit me up in the comment section down below and tell me what your favorite rudiment is, and also click the link in the description below to download the notation. All right, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.